Additional orders on this downlink. Lovely. This pleases us very much. Exactly. Oh, we got a medal. We got a medal and everything. The Secretary of the Navy expresses his heartfelt congratulations and takes great pleasure in awarding the Bronze Star Medal to Commander Quebec, commanding officer of the HMS Tabay, S-90. Citation. Commander Quebec is cited for extraordinary heroism in actions against enemies of the United States. Oh, fucking English. Fuck off. On the 24th of December, 1984. His unwavering resolve and self-sacrificing devotion in the face... to duty in the face of death are worthy of the highest emulation. It's brilliant. Oh, is it crashed? Oh, it has crashed. Oh, it's strange. It's crashed for me as well. I think too many people joined is what's happened here. Too many people have joined and it's killed it. Is it back? Are we still alive? Are we okay there? Sweet. Well, it's not quite... Well, everything's not burning down, so it's a good start. Had a couple to drink as well. Do the F5. Okay, it's back. All is well. Sweet. Well, one thing that I did notice, and I don't know whether anybody can tell me what this is, because what is Twitch? The URL now has it's now https / if oh, thank you, Hank J Moody. Looks fine to me. Happy long weekend. Thanks very much, Hank. Yeah, basically, it says go in the URL now. I have no idea why.
Yeah.
And Vendex, thanks very much as well. Cheers, man. Welcome aboard. Cool. So that's all that then. Look at those great colours. I know. The Reds are out of Norway. Narvik, Norway. A massive coordinated sea-based landing has been repelled. A NATO spokesman says that a combination of hard fighting by defending troops and prior significant weakening of the invasion forced by NATO naval units contributed to averting the disaster and defeat. According to analysts, the ability of NATO to contain the enemy and prevent opening new frontiers will be a major factor in the outcome of the war. Keeping front lines focused rather than spread out across multiple territories will ensure success. That's good stuff. Go means new design. Old is still just twitch.tv. I tried using the old one and it just diverts me to the new one. I don't like the old one. I don't like the new one. It messes with the spacing on the panels at the bottom, so that's a bit strange. Right then, tactical situation. This is another top secret mission for us. Looks like they're not even going to let us repair. We've got to just deal with the damage we've got. Intelligence indicates that enemy Spetsnaz commandos will land from submarine in the vicinity of Trondheim within the next week. You are ordered to intercept and eliminate them before they land. Primary objective is to locate and sink the enemy submarines transporting the Spetsnaz commandos, and a secondary objective is to locate and sink any escort ships if possible. Avoid detection by ASW patrols, and that we are weapons 3. EM con. Maintain radio silence until otherwise directed. Let's continue on course. We can still keep a decent speed up, it looks like, but we do have flooding. Sorry, Trondheim. So Trondheim's down here. So we're basically lying in wait for an enemy submarine transporting commandos to just bump into us. So we're going to sit around this depth and just wait, basically. This isn't World War II, little me. This is a theoretical World War III, courtesy of the Russians invading Europe. That's why we're here. It's 1984, not 1949. Looks like we've got our ticket. Right then. Comrade Captain, again, Russian spy somewhere. We have a new sonar contact bearing 33, designated as Sierra 1. Let me. Should I tell you what? Should I sit up straight and do the full ASMR experience? There we go. That might help. Right. Oh, there we go. Mute everything. Break everything. Yep. It's all broken. Nothing works. Okay. There we go. Full ASMR. EXO reports our depth is 600 feet, our heading is 349, speed is 10 knots. Local conditions are overcast and calm. Very strong surface duct and thermal layer at 125 feet, close to 15,000 yards, and rig ship for silent running.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Cold War turning hot, exactly right. So contact Sierra 1,
Con,
bearing
sonar, new
33.
contact bearing 357. Designated Sierra 2.
Contact Sierra 2, designated Sierra 2, sorry, bearing 357I. Okay, let's begin our signature analysis. So, we know it's a submarine, so let's begin scanning through the submarines. Right, target signature identifies a Whiskey-class submarine.
Con, sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Contact Sierra 2. Contact Sierra 2 identifies signature marked by Kilo.
Con, sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
Let's check all the information we have. So, we've got the Sierra 1 here, which is a World War II era submarine, very outdated, trout cheek medium frequency and stag ear medium frequency. So those are both passive and active sonars. It's also got radar for when it is surfaced, carrying set 65 and 5365M torpedoes. So if it detects us, it will be nasty. Although the other ship is going to be doing most of the legwork, the Kilo. It's got low frequency passive and a full weapons array, so this is going to be the one we want to sink on priority. Range is 13,000 yards to the Kilo, and fire control reckons 16,000 yards to the Whiskey. We're going to hold on course 349 until we can improve our target motion analysis, so we're going to hold on course. I believe they'll be heading towards us. Let's actually change our heading. Helm, bring us right to 018.
Come right to 018. Helm aye.
Aye, they're moving southwest. So we're making a manoeuvre. For anybody wondering, we're in a 1984 era campaign in a Trafalgar class submarine. Should be pretty good. You should play Silent Steel, my favourite game. Hunting an Akula class submarine. That's cool. Is the game realistic enough for that massive hole in the hull to make you incredibly visible to enemy sensors, or is it just cosmetic? I believe it's properly modelled and everything like that. I believe this is, yes. Although we're not leaking any air, so we should be to some degree hidden. I wish the game was voice controlled. Oh shit. We've got a sonar pin.
Con, sonar, launch transient from Sierra 2.
Yep, that's right. Okay, they've detected us, so we're going to have to snapshot. Okay, snapshot on the bearing of Sierra 2. Range to enable 4,900 yards. Fire tube 1.
Shoot tube 1. Aye, sir.
Spearfish torpedo away. Weapon running normally. Activate warhead. Set for...
Con, sonar, Sierra 2 is cavitating.
Set for shallow search. And hold depth. I can't run very fast, so I'm in a bit of a predicament. Reload tube 3 with another decoy. We're going to need it. Or tube 2, sorry. We've got a tiger fish that we can't use either. Adjust the heading of weapon 1. Bring it right. Line it up with the contact mark of Sierra 2. No visual on enemy transient. I belay that. I think I've got a visual on enemy transient. Can't move very quickly.
Rig ship for ultra quiet. Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Rig ship for ultra quiet. Bring us left to 281.
Come left to 281. Helm aye.
Kilo's
Con,
now.
fire control. Weapon acquired.
Weapon acquired. Let's get him active. Let's reveal him. Weapons are now brushing past each other. Coming this way. Bring us up to a head 2/3.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
Oh, he's out there. Weapon has its target. Looks like it's going to hit home.
Con helm. Steady course.
Where are you, you bastard?
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
So for anybody wondering, I can't get any faster than a head.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2. Last bearing 343. Contact breaking up.
I can't get any further ahead or any faster
Come right to 338. Helm aye.
than a head 2/3 because I've taken on water or taken damage to the propulsion system. So I'm stuck at 67% integrity on quite low health with no propulsion or emergency propulsion only. Kilo's just hit the bottom. We gotta
Con
hope.
helm. Steady course.
We gotta hope that this weapon goes passive. All ahead, stop.
Make
Or
turns
all
for
stop.
0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
If this is a passive weapon, we want to make ourselves as quiet as
Con
possible.
sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the
That
water.
worked.
Bearing 018.
Okay, fire a decoy on the
Con
bearing of
maneuvering.
005,
Making
range
turns
to enable
for
5,000 yards.
0 knots.
Decoy away. That should draw the torpedo away from us, but it could end up reacquiring us. Turn away from the weapon. Give me full 30 degrees left rudder. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Well, that didn't go very well. We're well below escape depth as well. Well, there we go. Leave combat. Whiskey escaped, and that sunk us. Yeah, we took on that water, and there was... Yeah, well, you would have thought, thinking about it, interestingly enough, I believe that's an Astute-class submarine right there. Yeah, interestingly enough, that can't be an Astute. It looks like an Astute from the front, but hey-ho. Womble's subs killed us, that's right. Literally straight into the side. That shit, that guy was having none of it. Looks like the hole in our side, yes, made us very, very, very noisy. Let's just skip forward then. There we go. And let's play another one. I'm going to play in a submarine I'm familiar with, I think. Let's go back to the campaign. And let's play... Yes, we're going to overwrite that. We're going to play in a Permit. I really like the Permit. I'll tell you a little bit about it. In service since 1961, this class introduced low-frequency sonar and rafting, making them orders of magnitude more capable than the earlier SSNs. Originally named the Thresher class, they were renamed after the lead ship USS Thresher sank with all hands during trials in 1963. This was the worst submarine disaster in history. Although quiet by Soviet standards, they are inferior to the more advanced Sturgeon and Los Angeles class submarines. So they are a fairly loud submarine, but they've got a decent test depth and a full array of weaponries. They've also got Sea-Lance missiles, which is pretty good. They're packing decent low-frequency arrays and sonars. So that's pretty good. That's right. Your curse with machines took out a submarine, that's right. Time to rig ship for disco, we could do. We could rig it for disco. What else could we play in, actually? I could play... don't really touchy-feely the skipjack again. And the Los Angeles is like a really simple submarine to play. Although we could play in the Los Angeles class. It's much more staple. I don't know. I don't know which one we could play in. I don't want to play any of the super-duper pooper modern ones. Which was that? The Ohio? Should we play in the Ohio? It's 1984 era. 115 decibels. The Ohio class is the US Navy's ballistic missile submarine. The US Navy has a total of 18 Ohio class submarines, which consist of 14 ballistic missile submarines and 4 cruise missile submarines. The SSBN submarines are also known as Trident submarines and provide the sea-based leg of the US nuclear triad. Each SSBN submarine...
Oh, yeah.
Baldwin, thank you very much, mate. I believe that's your second month. Cheers, mate. is armed up with up to 24 Trident II submarine-launched ballistic missiles, SLBMs. Each SSGN is capable of carrying 154 Tomahawk cruise missiles, plus a complement of Harpoon missiles to be fired through their torpedo tubes. So we could play in this one. Play U-Bot. Yes. SSBNs are inferior though, it's true. There is the SSGN variant. So let's play in the SSGN variant. There we go. So let's play in the Ohio class. 1984. It's all nicely tuned in. Very quiet submarine for 1984 as well. 4 of the Ohio class SSBNs have been converted to cruise missile submarines. That being the Ohio, the Michigan, the Florida, and the Georgia. The conversion modified 22 of the 24 88-inch diameter Trident missile tubes to contain vertical launch systems. One configuration of which may be a cluster of 7 Tomahawk missiles. In this configuration, a number of the cruise missiles could be carried was 154, and that is the equivalent of a typically deployed surface battle group. There we go. Good man. How you doing, Night Reaver? And everyone else. That's hello. Right then, so let's play in the vertical launch system of the Ohio. Not played this one yet, so this should be an interesting affair. Skip through all of these, and let's get on to the mission. So we're still docked at Holy Lock. So, tactical situation. Intelligence data indicates the enemy plans an amphibious landing at Reykjavik and Keflavik. Reykjavik and Keflavik, Iceland. A task force with landing ships is leaving Murmansk now. You must intercept and destroy this force before the landing occurs. NavOps is depending on you. No other ships or aircraft are in position to intercept the enemy in time. So we're just going to have to go with our default loadout then. And that is... fuck me. 100 Tomahawk oh my god. 100 TASM anti-ship missiles. Holy fuck. 100! And then 54 land attack missiles. We've got 100... We've got 100 anti-ship missiles. Jesus! Is this a mod? No, this is a mod, Night Reaver. We've got 54 land attack missiles. That's insane. Well, let's load the anti-ship ones then. That's mental. Good grief. Right, let's cast off then. So we need to get up to old Reykjavik over here. They'll probably transit either down here by Hoffen or well, they can only transit down here by Hoffen or the Denmark Straits, but they have to get through the Norwegian Sea first. I very much intend to give them a good seeing to. Are you on easy mode? No, we're playing on elite difficulty. CIWS can't shoot them all. Well, they bloody can, and they will. Is this our fleet here? We're just in a holding pattern at the moment. Looks like these are our guys. We just need to make sure that they aren't some sort of submarine warfare fleet that's trying to sneak through. Nope, these look like the guys.
Oh, yeah.
Steady. Yeah, these are our guys. They're going to go through the Denmark Straits, it looks like. So let's intercept. So, Captain, we have a new sonar contact bearing 64, designate Sierra 1. EXO reports that our depth is 600 feet. Heading is 009. Our speed is 20 knots. Local conditions are scattered, light breeze, and there is a very weak surface duct and thermal layer occupying 155 feet below the surface. We are going to close to 15,000 yards and rig for ultra quiet running.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
We're in the VLS version of the Ohio. We've got several surface contacts. We're going to slow down. Vertical launch system. We've got that reloaded.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 065.
Right, so let's begin our TMA leg.
Con
so
sonar
Sierra
new
1.
contact bearing 050. Designated Sierra 5.
So we know we've got surface ships, so let's just begin.
Con sonar new contact bearing
6.
080. Designated Sierra 6.
We've got an escort. Sierra 6 is, I believe, another escort. I think I recognise that one. That's a cannon or something like that. Cash-in. Cash-in. Okay, 2 escorts.
Con sonar Sierra 6 is classified as escort.
And And this is a Rapucha.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as merchant.
We got another Rapucha. And another
Con
Rapucha.
sonar, Sierra 4 is classified as merchant.
Interesting. Lots of Rapuchas. It's Rapucha o'clock here. And looks like we got another cache in.
Con sonar, Sierra 5 is classified as escort.
So we got 2 cache-ins, a cannon, and 3 Rapuchas, which are cargo ships. The Rapuchas, armed cargo ships, which is nice. Bavon, what did somebody say about Bavon? Also, DeWolf, sorry there, I missed your subscription. Thanks very much, mate. The scene Rapucha is silent. The Rapuha? The Rapua? I'm not sure about that. That doesn't sound right. Never mind, eh? Right. It's a very big submarine, this. Very big. Right. Conditions are somewhat loud. Let's bring us up to 500 feet.
Make depth 500 feet. Dive I.
Ropuha. Is that like a fucking... is that like a fucking, like a Thum, is it? A Skyrim shout? Any mods? Yes, we're using the more playable subs mod, and that is it. You got Morgan Freeman on that sub, yeah. Sorry there, let me just open my... oh my god, legacy pop out. No, you're alright, thanks. I just want to change it to dark mode. Won't even let me change it to dark mode. Never mind. Let's get back in. There we go. Contacts are
Con
distant.
sonar, new contact bearing 06
Oh, we got another
4,
one.
designated Sierra 7.
Sierra 7. It's a very faint signature. Let's scroll through what we've got. We've got 2 in the low band and a few in the high band. Looks like we've got a Udaloy, anti-submarine warfare.
Con sonar,
Con, dive at 500 feet. Dive I.
They're moving north, sort of northwest, which is interesting. Would you recommend this game to someone who has never played a submarine game before? Because it looks incredibly interesting. It is actually incredibly interesting. And it's a game that I really wanted to get into. I'm actually... sorry, can I... I need to turn the brightness down on my monitors. It's actually cooking my retina at the minute. Don't want to do that. That's the one. Contrast. Down. And let's bring the brightness down as well. Talk amongst yourselves. Honestly, it's absolutely cooking my eyeballs at the moment. It's insane. I definitely need to put it in like dark mode or something. Right. You can't say that. You can't say dark mode on the internet. Political correctness gone mad. Right. And then with this one, I think it's a bit more easier. Sorry, I've got 2 monitors. He says as he clicks every button known to man. Oh, I've got a night view mode, which actually cooks my eyes more than any of the other modes that are on here. That's... no, don't need that. I'm pretty sure this just turns it off. That's DVI. I don't want you to fuck with DVI. Ah, brightness. No, that's volume. That's not helpful. That's game mode. We'll find the button eventually. No. Bollocks. No, stop. Don't need that button. I need... stop. No. No, I don't need that. There we go. Right. Which one of you does the brightness? No, it's not that one. It's not that one either. That's volume. I don't need the volume turned down, I need the fucking brightness turned down. And why don't you turn the brightness down? No, that one's not. That turns the brightness up. I don't need you to turn the brightness up, mate. Just turn it down, you twat. Can't see a fucking thing. Never mind. If I just put some sunglasses on. Right, okay, so we've finally got a target solution on the cannon. Let's have a look at this big boy. Moving quite fast, doing a slight snaking search. You can see the torpedo launch racks they've got on the side there. Nasty stuff. Right. There we go. Right, so it's the Rapuchas in the middle there that are the kings of the fleet. I have to assume that there's another cache-in over here, but assume we shall. Right, let's set all 4 torpedoes to surface search. We've got 4 Mark 48 ADCAP torpedoes. We're going to use each and every one of them, I think. We're just waiting for the target motion analysis on the cache-in to improve, and we'll decide what we're going to do. We're going to keep it down. In fact, we're going to go deep. We're going to go fucking deep. Let's drop all the way down to 1,200 feet.
Make depth 1200 feet. Dive I.
Don't think this one can go that low, so we're going to go to 900.
Make depth 900 feet. Dive I.
To try and reduce our signature as much as we possibly can. Unfortunately, this cache-in's starting to creep away from us, so we're going to fire a torpedo on the cache-in now. So, ready tube 1 on the bearing of Sierra 1. So, firing point procedures, bearing 003, range to enable 13,200 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, fire tube 1.
Shoot tube 1. Aye, sir.
Watch for enemy movement. We're now getting multiple active sonar returns. Looks like the transient was heard, but the fleet is remaining on course. Weapon 1 is running normally. We are having there is a sharp turn from the cache-in. This is very irregular. Cache-in is speeding up to maximum speed. Looks like the transient was heard. Level us off at 700 or 800 feet, sorry.
Make depth 800 feet. Dive I.
They're turning away. Adjust firing point procedures for Sierra 1. Clickety click, there we go. Turn it in. Bearing 3032, range to enable 14,400 yards. Weapon has made the turn. These ADCAPs are much slower than the previous spearfishes. We're going to have to fire our salvo now, so helm, turn right to bearing 052.
Come right to 052. Helm aye.
Okay, firing point procedures on Sierra 6, cache-in. Bearing 073, range to enable 5,000 yards. Ship ready, 2 ready, fire
Shoot
2,
tube
4.
4. Aye, sir.
We've also got a Rapucha we need to chase, so firing point procedures on the bearing of Sierra 4. Bearing 048, range to enable 8,700 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, fire
Dive
tube
at
2.
800 feet. Dive I.
And then lastly, firing point procedures on the bearing of Sierra 3. Bearing 050, range to enable 13,100 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, fire tube 3.
Shoot tube 3. Aye, sir.
Right. All weapons away, weapons running normally, all wires retained. All weapons are running passively towards their targets. This vertical launch system can't be used below 200 feet either. So, can't use those yet. Ashen's heading for us, I know. Adjust firing point procedures of weapon 4, bearing 080, range to enable 4,500 yards.
Steady course.
Steady course, aye. Now Udaloy's going to come this way. Blow ballast, shoot everything, exactly. Oh, stretchy. We're just trying to remain mostly stealth for the moment. Dive, maneuvering, make turns for... bring us up to 10 knots.
Make turns for 10. 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Right, weapon 4 is about to become active. There's his target. He's going to come up to surface depth.
Making turns for 10 knots.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Weapon acquired on the cash-in. It's set to passive homing. Chances are this guy won't see this. And nope, he saw it. It's coming in. He wasn't ready for it, but now it's here. So he's now having to go evasive, although he doesn't really have that much time. There is 50 or 16 minutes of fuel remaining in this weapon. There's no way he can evade it for 16 minutes. He is going to sink. Now the cash-in is fucking booking it, so we might have a bit more trouble. We'll adjust the firing point procedures on 2-1. Or weapon 1.
Noisemaker bearing 085.
So they've dropped a noisemaker. They're trying to outmaneuver the weapon.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
This would be an awesome co-op game
control,
with
weapon
players as
countermeasure
captains and
homing.
other crew. Well, I may just be able to show you a game that does that, but it's not out yet. It's being developed by a very
fire
small
control, weapon acquired.
group of people. I'll show you it. I'll show you their Facebook page at the very least. Weapon's going to find its mark.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra 6. Last bearing 090. Contact breaking up.
We lost contact with it for a second, so it went invisible, but it's just charging under the water. Looks like that was a devastating hit. Stern's propeller's already out of the water. They've just pissed oil into the ocean. Right, all weapons are running. Interesting so far. The cannon, if you're wondering, it says the cannon is now here, but that's not right. Because of this dotted line, we know he is here. But the cannon, his target solution, has dropped to 61%. That's what SOL stands for in the bottom left, which means his signature as such has worsened. Which means it's not as far away as it says he is. Weapon 2 has now enabled. It's going to run shallow and chase that Rapucha. Weapon 3, we are going to adjust the firing point procedure. We are going to extend it to 18,000 yards. Should be interesting. Cannon has re-updated. We're going to enable
fire
the
control,
weapon.
weapon acquired.
There we go. Cannon is now in the sights of the weapon. We are now going to set the weapon to active search to try and reacquire the cannon, because basically active search, do you know that classic sonar pinging? That's what active search does. So there we go, we have now reacquired the target. Cannon is beginning his evasive maneuver. The Rapucha might not be as far away as it says he is. We are going to go active on weapon 2 in an attempt to find the Rapucha, or the Rapua, I guess. Sorry if Twitch is having trouble.
Noisemaker bearing 030.
Udaloy is moving away.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
All is interesting at the moment. Gonna get some
Con, fire
UGMs
control,
ready.
weapon countermeasure homing.
It's curious.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Weapon acquired. A Rapucha has been found.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
We've got a bearing on the Udaloy, or a contact mark on the Udaloy, which is good. The Weapon 2 is finally tracking a target. Don't know which target, but it's tracking one. It says it's there, which means those Rapuchas have got a hell of a speed on it.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 030.
Cash-in has been destroyed. Reload 2-1 with a Mark 48 ad cap, and we shall engage this Udaloy. Udaloy is currently at 16,000 yards. And leaving. What's the furthest depth? I cannot be below 300 feet, so we're going to come up to 300 feet.
Make depth 300 feet, dive high.
So that we can use the vertical launch system.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
It's all going well. It's all going well. Oh, there's a Soviet helicopter. That should be interesting. What the hell is Sierra 5 doing? Sierra 5 is GTFO, mate. It wants to get out of there. Rapucha's about to get sunk. Ding ding. Dun 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 dun. Duel of Fates, there it is. And...
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4, last bearing.
Fuck you all, big boy.
4, 8, contact breaking up.
There we go, we got him. So, that leaves only a couple more targets. Now, I want to come up
torpedo room,
to...
tube 1 ready.
Make depth 4, 5 feet, dive by.
I'm coming up to periscope depth because I want to use the scope in an attempt to visually ID some targets. I'm not sure how well this is going to go. Should be pretty good. Rapucha is now sinking. It's actually quite a big ship. Coming up to 150 feet. Currently only pulling 10 knots, which is fine. Is this game on Steam? Yes, it's Cold Waters. Oh, but you knew that already, because you can read the title.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
We are cavitating. Drop down to 5
Make
knots.
turns for 5 knots. Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
No longer cavitating. That wasn't embarrassing. Right. You need to be a little bit higher in the
Con
water.
maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
Upscope. So the ships are burning out there. You can see them in low light. Let's mark them. Are any other ships on the horizon? Yes, there's a ship. Eudeloy. And see, oh, there, right out there. There's that other cache-in. Right, let's check our map. The cache-in and the Eudeloy are both returning.
Con, dive at 4, 5 feet, dive by.
Interesting. The escorts are meant to be killed, but these two are not.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Interesting. We've now got contact bearings on all of them. Let's fire our vertical launch system at the other Rapucha then. So fire our vertical launch system over here. Right, this should be interesting. Cool. So let's fire one of our ship attack missiles then. So let's rock and roll. So let's fire at Master 2. So ship ready, tube ready, fire the vertical launch system.
5, aye sir.
There it goes. Missile away. So this is a Tomahawk anti-ship missile. Hopefully it will find its mark. We can reload another one. We've got 100 of these. Let us drop scope.
Down scope.
We're going to have that helicopter coming over, yep. Let's drop us down to 300 feet.
Make depth 3, 0, 0 feet, dive by.
Torpedo's about to find its mark.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 3, last bearing 0.
It must be
4,
bad seeing
6,
that other boat.
Contact breaking up.
And knowing there's something coming this way. Ah, here we go. Countermeasure's been launched. 2 times countermeasure. Launched them both right at us. Right, Eudeloy and that is turning away. Let's reload 2 Mark 48s. The Eudeloy. What are the odds of getting one to the Eudeloy? 15,000 yards. Not great, but we'll roll with it. Let's get 2 UGMs loaded. 3. We did not find our mark on the other Rapucha, so let's fire another one. So, on the bearing of Master 2, the Rapucha, let's fire another weapon. So, ship ready, tube ready, fire the VLS system.
Shoot tube 5, aye sir.
Got lots of incoming torpedoes. You can see the flames on the horizon there.
Con sonar, torpedo in the water, bearing 0, 8, 9.
Right, bring us to a head flank.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
I need to sink this last tender's ship. And I need to get away from this fucker.
Con sonar, torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water, bearing 039.
Make it rain.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Shit, that's getting very close.
Passing 400 feet.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
This is not a very
Passing
maneuverable boat.
500 feet. Passing 600 feet.
Oh, Rapucha was hit. There we go, we hit the Rapucha. So the Rapucha's down. Which means as long as we can evade the other two ships, we'll be alright. It's evading these torpedoes that are about to get interesting. It's about to get fresh.
Passing 700
Lower
feet.
the stern! Lower the stern! Lower the stern! Shit. They're forcing me down under. Forcing me to Australia.
Con,
Here we
torpedo
go.
room, tube 2 ready.
Head flank is only 25 knots. This is not a very fast submarine. Right, dump a decoy. Keep turning in on the weapon. Keep turning in on the weapon. Turning, 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 turning. Right, give me full rise on the planes. Oh, dude, there's no evading this one.
Passing 700 feet. Passing 600 feet. Passing 500 feet.
This one's a passive homing warhead. Keep me full rise on the
Passing
planes.
400 feet.
Con
Right.
sonar, we are cavitating.
Right, full dive, full dive, full dive.
Passing 300 feet.
30 degrees right rudder, 30 degrees
Con sonar
planes.
lost.
Passing 300 feet.
Contact is in the baffles. They're hunting us.
Passing 400 feet.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Passing 600 feet.
600 feet. Give me full rise on the planes, full rise
Passing
on ballast.
700 feet.
Level us out, turn us in on the weapon. Full drop on the planes. Flood ballast. Take us down.
Passing 800 feet.
Right, 30 degrees left rudder. Level us off.
Passing 900 feet.
Thank you very much. I can't even see your name on my bonnet. Sinips. I'm going to call you Sinny. Sinim. Thank you very much, mate. What the fuck is cavitating? It is bubbles being created on the propeller, which is very loud on sonar.
Torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water, bearing 139.
Player 3 has entered the game. Turn us away from the weapon. Give us 30 degrees left rudder, left rudder. Make a knuckle, make a knuckle.
Con, knuckle formed.
Can use that to confuse the warheads. Right, give me full rise on the planes, full
Passing
rise on
900
ballast. Bring
feet.
us up. Turn us 30 degrees left rudder.
Passing 800 feet.
Weapons are homing.
Passing 700 feet.
10 degrees planes,
Passing
keep us turning.
600 feet. Passing 500 feet.
Higher, higher, higher. Full flood on ballast. Give me full raise.
Passing 400 feet.
Con sonar, we are
We're
cavitating.
cavitating.
Passing
Right.
300 feet.
Con sonar,
Weapon has
regained
run out of
contact
fuel.
on master.
Full
5,
drop on the
bearing
planes.
052.
Turn away from the weapon.
Con, knuckle formed.
We've taken a hit.
Passing 300 feet.
Hull integrity to 7%. We survived the damage.
Passing 400 feet.
One bit. Quebec.
Con sonar,
Les
no longer
Q.
cavitating.
Thank you very much, mate. Right, no longer cavitating. Right, drop us down to all back emergency.
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering eye.
All back emergency. Slow us down.
Con sonar, regained contact on master. 7, bearing 085.
Make turns for
Make
5
turns for 5 knots. Drop
Maneuvering
us
eye.
to ultra
Ring
quiet
ship for
running.
ultra quiet.
Dive. Make depth 750 feet.
Make depth 750 feet. Dive by.
Helm. Come left to 063.
Come left to
063. Helm I.
Okay, ship ready, tube ready. Fire a snapshot on the bearing of Master 7, Eudeloy. Ship ready, tube ready. Fire tube 1.
Shoot tube 1. Aye, sir.
Zelator, thanks for the 2 pence. Cheers, mate. Weapon away. Weapon running normally. Wire maintained. Ready, thank you, Quebec. The old 2 P's. Cheers, guys. Right then. Enable weapon to run. Master 7. Bring weapon to shallow search. Weapon in the water. Weapon in the water. Need to win. Hitting them with the 3 points. Weapons coming into search. Bring us to a head flank. Fire another snapshot on the bearing of Master 5.
Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water.
Range to enable 4,100
4,198.
yards. Weapon has cleared the tube. Activate homing. Set to shallow search. We have got flooding in the central tank. Flooding in the central tank. Ahead full. Zelator. Oh no, you don't. We got some backwards and forwards coming. Dump a decoy. Turn us.
Con, fire control, block the wire.
I just spat all over my wire. Holy shit. That was
Passing
close.
800 feet.
Can't go much deeper than that. I can't watch the torpedoes and watch the bits. It's not going to happen. Right, reload tubes 1, 2, and 3, or 5. 50. He's stepping the game up. Shit. Drop another decoy. Can I drop another decoy? Fire an MOSS. Dump it.
Shoot tube 4. Aye, sir.
On. Our planes have been damaged.
Planes have been damaged. Right. All
Damage
damaged.
control parties. Into the torpedo room.
Damage control parties to the planes. Damage control party to the planes. 2 massive holes in the ship. Io is a tough son of a
Con,
bitch. It's
fire
going to
control.
hold.
We've lost the wire.
Lost the wire on the MOSS. Weapons are homing. Master 5 is tracking a target. Taking a lot of damage. Planes are damaged. We've got flooding. Depth. Bring us up to 300 feet.
Make depth 300 feet. Dive I.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Helm, drop us down to a head 2/3,
Make
10 knots.
turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering I.
These are only very light torpedoes, Karma, and this is a very tough submarine. This one in particular.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
The Cashin and the Eudeloy are both backing away. We don't have any more surprises coming in. Thank God. Right, the planes are being repaired. Helicopter is still active. Is he dropping a torpedo?
Con, sonar lost contact. Master 5. Last bearing 042. Contact
Master 7
breaking
and
up.
Master 5 both went up at the same time. That's nice. I didn't mean for that, but that's how it went. What's that? Master 5 taking on water.
Con, torpedo room,
Master
tube
7
3
taking
ready.
on water. Perfect. We are flooding. There is no aircraft nearby. We need to bring ourselves up to a shallower depth to pump the water
Make
out of the
depth
reactor room.
200 feet. Dive I.
Once the planes are repaired, we can come up to the reactor room. Q, do I think if you want to ask me questions and stuff, just hit me with @LongLiveQuebec so that it highlights in the chat. Otherwise, I might just glaze over it by accident. To answer your question, Courier, do I think that a new player needs a lot of time to learn to play the game properly? I think to a certain degree, yes, but at the same time, no. It's one of those ones. It's fairly complex, but if you watch like a few live streams and a few YouTube videos, you pick it up. Like, I really didn't know anything about submarines prior to this game.
Con, dive at
And I've only got like
200
60-something
feet.
hours in
Dive
it,
I.
and now I know everything about it. You know what I mean? Can you shoot down a helicopter with a cruise missile? I think it's unlikely. I'm glazing over it anyway. Exactly ready. Exactly. Right, the planes are nearly fully repaired. This is a lot of damage. The reason we haven't taken much damage is that if you actually look at the layout...
On. The dive planes have been repaired.
Dive planes have been repaired, okay.
Damage control parties. Lay to the reactor space.
Lay to the reactor space. Pump out the flooded water. Right, so, yeah, sorry. Back to what I was saying. The reason we haven't taken that much damage is that if you actually look at the layout of the ship, this is the crew space, right here. This is where the crew are. Everything forward of this is the bow sonar, and everything back of this, or to the rear of this, is just a free flood area. This is where basically the prop shaft from the engine room and stuff is. So there is actually no way to take on water there. Looks like we were very, very close here. We got a hit on the propulsion space, right here. But it wasn't a heavy hit, as you can see. It's a very thin, I say a very thin, it's about the size of a house, that crack. But yeah, a very thin breach that didn't actually get through to the hull compartment, which is nice. Sailing over one of the ships now, coming over the cash-in, which is all good. We can hear the ship breaking up on sonar. Right, we're still flooding. Flooding is becoming under control. Let's just speed up time. Let's reload tube 3. Let's reload an MOSS into tube 2.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
Right, flooding is under control.
Con, torpedo
Let's exit
room,
combat. Right, so we sank a grand total of 7 ships there. That's very good, actually. System damage, none. So we didn't take any permanent system damage. Great job. Pleased to hear. Yes. The expected invasion of Reykjavik and Keflavik has been repelled. Further orders to be transmitted on the down link. And we get a medal. We get a medal, so we do. The Secretary of the Navy expresses his heartfelt congratulations and takes great pleasure in awarding the Bronze Medal Star to Commander Quebec, Commanding Officer of the USS Georgia, SSGN 729. Citation: Commander Quebec is cited for extraordinary heroism in actions against enemies of the United States on the 28th of December 1984. His unwavering resolve and self-sacrificing devotion to duty in the face of death are worthy of the highest emulation. It's brilliant. Beautiful, beautiful colours. I know. It's amazing. It's amazing. Iceland defended. Reykjavik and Keflavik, Iceland. A massive coordinated sea-based landing has been repelled. A NATO spokesman says that a combination of hard fighting by defending troops and prior significant weakening of the invasion force by NATO naval units contributed to averting the disaster and defeat. According to analysts, the ability of NATO to contain the enemy and prevent the opening of new frontiers will be a major factor in the outcome of the war. Keeping the front line focused rather than spread out across multiple territories will ensure a NATO success. It's brilliant, yeah. Congratulations on your citizenship. Cheers, mate. Yeah, a torpedo hitting those areas will reduce hull integrity by 50% or more. Yeah, I know. Sweet. How big is that submarine? How big is that? Well, the submarine's fucking huge, mate. The submarines are massive, like ridiculously big. Cool. Right. Truth to be told, I think that would probably have to be my last one. Yeah, it's a bit late now. Sorry. I can't keep making the funny voices. So what I'll do, I'll sign off here for tonight, and I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow, if that's okay. Sorry, it's like 11 o'clock here, and there are people sleeping through the very thin walls that are that make up the dwelling I live in. So yeah, we're gonna sign that off there, I think. And yeah, I don't know. That's it basically. So, yeah, awesome. It says to look in the Discord afterwards. Yeah, I know. Sorry, a lot of people turned up. But if you liked this old dabble into the waters that are slightly cold in the hot cold war, it's not a rap, but hey, yeah, that's feel free to drop in on the next one. So yeah, thanks very much, and I shall see thee in a bee. I shall now pass you over to the voluptuous Jive Turkey, I think. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see thee all in the next one. So yeah, take care, guys, and have a good sleep. Bye.